Hello everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. Feeling pretty good. Last episode, we spiced up our Steve's Cart area. So we gave it a nice little fence. I know, we went all out. We made the path have some stone bricks around it. Looks hideous, I know, but it's there. And I haven't checked yet, but look at this guy. He's here. He's full of coal. He's working. And he's doing stuff. I know that's what he's meant to do, but he's actually doing it, which is awesome. Cool. Now, as a result, what's happening? This guy's got a bunch of birch in him. We have it set so he'll put a little bit of birch in there, then he'll put a little bit of birch in there, meaning, potentially, we have some birch in here. Well, what do you know? That's pretty good. Awesome. The reason he puts birch in here, of course, is just so that we can get that charcoal working. The reason why he needs the coal and the solar energy is because, or the solar engine, sorry, is because the leaves block the sun. I'm curious. I've had an epiphany. Are there batteries? There is. So I wonder, maybe I just needed to put batteries in him. You know what I mean? So like he can store the solar and maybe have enough energy to get through the, hey, he's working. We'll let him do his thing. Cool. Another thing we did is we were just building a little bridge here, you know, and we ran out of spruce, and then we were trying to figure out how to link the building gadget to the spruce stuff. And you guys let me know how to do that, so I will attempt to do that. Now, in order to do that is a word of the day. What is this? We did that. Yeah, okay. We need the wireless access thingy, which is this guy here. And word on the street is that we grab it and we chuck it in, and it links it. And so now it's bound to this guy. Now, if we hold crouch, we can't see our entire system, so it works for this, but it still won't work for like other things that we need, but that's okay. The other things I mean is like if I were to set up refined storage, which I'm not on the version that has refined storage, but the latest version looks like it has refined storage. If I was using a different type of storage system, like these drawers, you can chuck the external storage on. So like to move from applied Energistics to refined storage or vice versa, you would just place your storage bus on the different thing, right? You get the external storage from refined storage and just chuck it on here, assuming that's still how it works. And some other storage systems, like the occultism one with the wormholes and stuff, the stable wormholes or the frame or whatever it is, it will show you every item in your storage system, even though it's like a magical void storage system. So you could do that with that, but you can't do that with these. Does that make sense? Maybe a little. Cool. Now, what do we need to do? Wonderful question. Glad you asked. For starters, let's make sure that works. So in my backpack, I don't have any spruce. In my inventory, I don't have any spruce. I mean, we've got a log, but unless it's going to chop them open. What I should be able to do is fall. And I should be able to press this. And it will pull. Oh, it will pull. No, it won't. It just doesn't work. Wait. Do we have spruce? Maybe that's... We don't have spruce planks. That'll do it as well. I'm curious. You know what? Before we do this, I'm curious as to whether it would craft spruce planks. You know what I mean? I think that's worth a test. We'll chuck in a crafting recipe to say, hey, here's how you make spruce planks. And we'll see what it has to say about that. We'll see if it's like, okay, Buster, I see what you're doing. I'm debating whether we do a processing. We'll say that's fine, because like we could do a processing and then we do any plank, but I don't even know if that works that way. Okay, so we've got logs in the system, and so let's see if it will craft it. The answer is no. Well, it was worth a try. So if we click this, I should be able to say 1,000, order it, bada bing, bada boom, and then bada bing, bada boom. How cool is that? I think that's pretty cool. Awesome. Now, how do we put a roof on this? Do we have technology to do that? I don't really know, and I also don't like what we've done here. It's quite gross. Now look, I don't want to spend all day building. I would like to do something and then build. You know what I mean? I think that's a good balance. So the question is, what is that something? Well, I'm glad you've asked again. You guys just keep on asking. Okay, so we set up a laser drill in hopes to get like all the modium and stuff. And I believe we have been getting all the modium, which is great. We love that for us. We don't have a crazy amount, all things considered. So it might be worth just checking in on it, I guess. So this is currently taking place in the magical portal. There's a button for this button, in the ancient city. So if we chuck this guy, we can head on through. And so it's happening here. And as you can see, items being thrown into here and thrown into there. The thing has power. It looks like it's able to get enough. And it's doing what it can do. It's doing what it can do. Cool. A few things I want to try. One is I actually wouldn't mind trying. Like, I don't know for sure if it works this way, but just putting only pickaxes in here, if that increases the rate at which you get stuff. I guess we've had a little bit of a test, in which case, like, we've got 265. You know, like, sure, I guess. I still don't know. I love the portal gun. It's just, it hurts my brain to use it. I think we give it a go. I think we make a bunch of these, so we'll need netherite. And we just chuck a bunch in and we just see what happens, right? 200, can I order that? Apparently I can. Plenty of scrap, plenty of gold, stuff's happening, beautiful. Search all the modium. So we want this, into this, into this, into this. Now, how many do I need? Realistically 5. So I can put one back away and make 5 more pickaxes. That should be okay. We'll take these. Again, I only realistically Orthomodium B, so we actually have a B for it as well. I don't even remember doing that. Oh no, yeah, that was a whole episode, and then we just never used it because we didn't have a block. Well, we could do that now if we wanted to, but I'd like to at least test this and see sort of the vibe it gives. So to do this, we need a netherite pickaxe. So we will go back to Netherite City, grab this, we'll search smithing template. We will need more of these. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. Again, we don't need this many, but we need 5. And then diamonds. Oh, diamond. And we need pickaxes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Yes. Okay, cool. And then, if you were a smithing table, you'd be here. Perfect. So, let's get all of our stuff. Listen, guys. It's a worthy test, you know? It's for the greater good. We will all know whether it works. So in my mind, this increases the accuracy of the filter. My thought process as to why that would work that way is that previously they used to be lenses, and I think even still for certain things, like if you wanted gold, for example, you'd use a laser lens. In saying that, it's not really, it doesn't even show the laser drill up here. Huh. You get what I mean, maybe. So, as you can see, when we get ores, well, you can't really see them. You can see them occasionally. They're not all the modium. Not often. Let's chuck in all of these. All the modium. Not all the modium. All the modium. Not all the modium. All the modium. I'll tell you what I say. I say that feels higher. Now, I said that, and then instantly we just don't get all the modium for quite a while. It might just be placebo. I'll tell you what, end of the episode, we'll have a look. And we'll see how much we have. Because we know how much we had at the start. We had about 500 and something, right? We had pretty much the amount it shows there. And so I'm hopeful. Let's double check we are chunk loaded. Yep, cool. So that should hopefully do its thing. I don't want to upgrade anything else about it. I just want to sort of let it happen. See what it does, I guess. Cool. Let's have a look at what else we need. Now, ender pearls we sorted. So let's sort this by number of items. Descending. So we should actually have a bunch of ender pearls, I would have thought, in here. We have skulk. We have 287 ender pearls. Cool. Okay. Because, like, look, we're aiming for the start. That's pretty obvious. Oh, and then there's this section as well. Okay. The dimensional seed is always, for me, the longest one to get. Especially when you want to make multiple stars, if we get to that point. And so I feel like we need to focus on it early. And I feel like I've said that a few times. But let's actually make recipes for it. Just so that, again, we have that understanding of what do we need to pull this off. So we need this. Boom, 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 boom. And then these portals. These portals should be pretty self-explanatory. As in, you know, they've got a few interesting things. A lot of them are going to require like a special bookshelf that we have to enchant, and we could even do that this episode, set all that up, just get it knocked out of the way, but we'll see. For diamonds, obviously, we've got blocks of diamonds that we want to craft. Now, we can automate potentially the production of the blocks using like compressed shelves and stuff like that. But to actually know how much we need in order to craft it, it's good to just get the raw crafting recipes. You know what I mean? Just so that you know, okay, I need this exact amount of diamonds to pull this off. I say that now. Watch me in like a few days be like, that was a horrible idea. Don't do that. Everything's broken. So got that. Emerald. So I'll just make these recipes because obviously there's quite a few we need to do. I do wonder. So hear me out, right? With like Project E or Project Red or Equivalent Exchange, you know how things have EMC values, like oak logs worth like 64 or something, and then like a cobblestone's worth 1 EMC and you can convert it into stone, etc. For those to work, right? If I add a modded block, like if I add wooden door made out of logs, it will add the EMC value of each of those logs, and it will tell you, hey, the wooden door is worth this much. The technology's there, right? With EMI, which is an alternative to JEI, you can look at a recipe tree and you can break it down and you can see the raw ingredients you need without adding custom patterns. The point I'm getting at is, I wonder if it already exists or if one of them could add it, one of them being refined storage or applied to Energistics, an upgrade where I put in this recipe and it does the calculations. Like it adds the recipes needed for it. Maybe I have to say like, yep, use that, but it's all stored within maybe one recipe, or maybe it just uses like, when I'm in JEI, it just uses the top option and I can bookmark it. Like with this, I can say, yep, use this one in the future, right? Because then I could just chuck that in there. And let's say like for this recipe, there's pretty much only 2 options, right? So like, you know, use this recipe. You know what I mean? Like they could totally do that. Someone could do that. All right, we have a recipe for a 4 times. We have a recipe for a 3 times. Let's get the recipe for the 2 times, the 1 times, and the block of emeralds. Beautiful. Let's also search pattern. We will need like 40 of that. We're probably also going to need another extended. Oh, we have one. Cool, that works. So, all right, for starters, fill that in. For a follow-up, let's break you, chuck you, bada bing, bada, boom, cool. So that is emerald done, and I'll continue with the rest and I'll be back. How's that sound? Pretty good deal? There we go. Done. Finished. So, if we jump in here and we search dim seed, how close are we to any of it? So, Hold on. Available. Craft. Available. Are we loaded? Oh, wait. Now look, the server's been running a while in my hiatus, so we do have a lot of stuff. I just didn't realize we had enough stuff. Okay. Did we have one for emeralds? Or we're just storing the emeralds out back over here. And the emeralds were empty because we'd used it all, I'm pretty sure. So we've managed to, using the rotten flesh. Okay, it's been working. Oh, awesome. How good's that? So yeah, this is an example of setting stuff up early, as opposed to needing to scale largely. Our first star, or our first dimensional seed, we don't need emeralds. Like, we don't need that. We don't have to set up a massive farm to make it. Now, to be fair, that's probably enough to make 1, right? Like, if I wanted 2, we need more emeralds already. We have enough diamonds. We need more emeralds. That might be a problem. It could be a problem if we do want to try to get a block and whatnot. But, hey, pretty good, right? Pretty good. So we managed to pull it off with 2 auto traders and a zombie farm. Well. Okay, awesome. That's crazy. We might be able to make the dimensional seed. No, well, I guess we still need netherrack, dirt, and endstone, which we don't really have much of. And we need 530,000 of the dirt, which is crazy. Like, that is crazy. So I'll tell you what. Let's look into solving that. Now, do we have create mod? We do. There are some auto-dirting situations that we can pull off. I think we might even be able to just maybe do it without create. I'm just sort of thinking about create. But if we want to dirt, right, check this out. Now, yes, you can grow dirt. You can always grow dirt. You'll never not be able to grow dirt. That's sort of, that's a thing. But there are some other ways. So if we crush coarse dirt, we get a dirt. That's pretty much the epitome of dirt farm. Coarse dirt into dirt. Now you can mud to dirt, that's an option. You can mud to dirt but faster, that's also an option. You can mud to dirt with water, also an option. You can mud to dirt to water slower, that's an option too. Anyhow. Realistically, we do none of these. We could quarry with modern industrialization. We probably won't, but we could. We can quarry B for dirt. Potentially an idea. I probably wouldn't. And then that's apparently all you got. Interesting. So, what am I thinking? Oh, I know what I'm thinking. Hold on. If we grab coarse dirt, we have one in the system. And I grab, is it a hoe or is it, oh, it's a broken one. We'll grab this. Or is it a shovel? This might heal off my corpse, I'm not sure. So this is coarse dirt, and now it's dirt. Huh? I think you're picking up what I'm putting down. So, what we do is we make a diamond hoe, we search smithing, we get the upgrade, we upgrade this, which needs deep slate. How do we not have deep slate? Who's using all my deep slate? Is it? That's pretty crazy, isn't it? Being deep slateless in 2019. It's not 2019, but it could be. Pocket. Probably, this thing's probably got some stuff in it, right? It's got a little bit of deep slate. Yeah, a little bit of deep slate. Little bit of deep slate never hurt nobody. All right. Smithing template. We want this. It needs to be for special deep slate. Do we have special deep slate? We don't have special. We've got polished. We don't have special deep slate. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. I believe it's just smelted, cobbled deep slate. Should get us what we want. So we jump here again. Bada bing. Wow. Yeah. Bada boom. There we go. I was gonna be like, why? All right. Cool. We only need one, but now we've got a few more, which is great. So, where does this leave us? We need dirt. Yeah, cool. So, coarse dirt, by the way, you make using gravel. Making sure there's no other sneaky recipe. You can obviously be it for coarse dirt. You can blah, blah, blah. Cool, whatever. We want this recipe, so we'll bookmark it, which means we need gravel automated. An easy way to pull that off is you could do a material stonework factory. Not a bad idea. You can crush cobble in pretty much anything. You can apparently combine cobble and flint. I'll get you a gravel. You can just crush gravel though. That right here is ideally what we do. What's this guy? Sand. Oh, sand. But we'd probably do this recipe. Sand to gravel. I can bookmark the recipe itself. That's probably the easier explanation. Alternatively, do any of these icons at the top look okay? Create's pretty good. Like, you can process pretty much stacks using this, but realistically, we are going to want mechanism sort of pumped up a bit, so we will invest in just getting our machines faster, getting some ultimate factories, getting them fuel, getting power. It gives us stuff to do, whereas create, it'll just be like make wheels, make more wheels spin faster, right? So we'll probably do this recipe. Cool. So gravel, and then the beauty is, right, you use 2 dirt, the gravel that you're getting for free from cobblestone, because cobblestone generator, right, into coarse dirt, and then you just use a hoe to turn that into dirt. Now, hold on. I could also just make mud using this guy. He's very slow though. I'm sort of thinking as fast as we can. Okay, cool. Now, obviously, we need to upgrade this guy, so let's jump in here. Let's already just have a look. The Aldermonium pickaxe works, by the way. That is so much more than what we had before. I can take out a stack and we still have so much more than I had before. So we've got that on us. Wait for that to smelt. There we go. Cool. I'll quickly convert this stuff. So the reason I'm making this into, I put the netherite away, into a netherite one is, or into an Aldermonium, is so that it doesn't have durability. It's unbreakable. This thing can just go. What's this? Yeah, okay. So if we search modular, Modular router might not be the best to do it, but it's pretty good. So I'm going to pretend that it's the best to do it. Or maybe a pylon could do it. Because pylons hoe the ground, and then you would just have something else pick it up. Oh, it's tempting. That's fine. I think we could just use an activation module. Now, that's something where I could craft it, or I could auto-craft it. And new year, new me. It's not a new year, but it is a new me. So let's go ahead and just automate that so that we never have to worry again. So this guy looks like we've got none of these automated. So let's go. Ideally, we do this recipe, and then we just automate the recipe for a bow. I think that's just the play, and then obviously for a lever as well. There we go. Let's make sure this one's full. There you go. And then fill this one. Perfect. So, activation module. Let's get like 10, just so they're in the system. We don't have paper automated. Okay. We can make that happen, surely. Now, sugarcane. Yeah, we're plenty of sugarcane. Not a problem. Not a problemo. Activator. I've also realized that I should probably just go for 100. Because if we don't have anything to make this, they're such raw ingredients, we just need to automate them. And to follow it up, let's just make a bunch so we never have to worry about it again. Alright, cool. Now, this stuff is likely happening, in one of these. And that's way too slow, is sort of what I'm getting at. So, if we jump in here and ask for 10, that should be pretty fast, because it just should be. And then, can I just, like, power? Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Now, I think you can make these even faster as well. By making them extended modular assemblers. Extended modular... Nope. Oh. Cool stuff happening there. Assembler. They're probably just called extended assemblers. Am I making this up? No, here we go. You did right there. I must not have read it right. So what does this guy do? Let's double check. Can run 8 crafting jobs at the same time. Huh? And 2 times faster? I mean, that's pretty good. What, the crafting job for the so you can't put a pattern in it directly? Yeah. I mean, that sounds awesome. Let's automate that. Like, genuine. Like, if we just can, and it's that simple where I already have all the previous things made, and I just chuck it into here, but we don't have that. So let's do extended pattern provider. How difficult do we don't have crafting? Like, this is one of those things where you guys, you can't let me get away with this. I can't be out here without a crafting table recipe. Extended. By the way, Mr. and Mrs. or they, them, whoever is responsible for applied energistics, if I could get like my stuff, you know what I mean? Or even in the bookmarks. Oh, here you go. New idea coming at you live, fresh off the dome. If I have extended modular bookmarked here, I should be able to click it and then click craft, or use my, like in here, I'd press my middle mouse button to open that. I should be able to middle mouse this, and it should say like, yeah, you can craft it, and I can order 10. Instead of like, oh, I need paper, I have to look up paper. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm looking at something, I should be able to middle click that and ask for it. It's just, I shouldn't have to do all this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? No, I'm getting that. Oh wait, yeah, I was gonna ask for 10. Yeah, I can ask for 10. And it'll do it. I don't know how long it will take to do it, but it'll do it. How long will it take? I mean, it's doing a lot of stuff here. I'm just trying to figure out, is there a machine in particular that's... See, it's this guy, and he's missing 1 accelerator. Here we go. And just like that, he's the fastest thing on the planet. But yeah, there we go. So, extended. Cool. So, let's go ahead and sort the inventory. Break that. Extended. Chuck in all this. Chuck in all this and that. Search extended again. And so I think for now I just want 3. And that should be doable. It should be just craft a few things, chuck it in there. Oh my lord, it's doing it. It's doing it. And we should get what we want. Now, it's struggling. This one's struggling as well on the fluix dust department. Now, where do we think we've got a fluix dust recipe? What does that feel like? We do have a thing behind there. But that's a charger, right? Yeah. No, it's not a... Yeah. Okay, the dust is happening up here, isn't it? Does that make sense? Pattern provider. Fluix dust. Yeah, okay. Fluix. Well, actually, even then, can I just make this a better inscriber? Hold on. I mean, Fluix dust. You can make this we could crush it, and that would be better. Is that seriously what's happening as well? I mean, I'm not seeing it do anything. Anything down here happening? No. Let's consult this. Maybe the recipe changed. Because, yeah, none of this dust is happening. Okay. Interesting. If I search inscriber, we have an inscriber. We do have an extended inscriber. Why aren't we using it? Now I don't trust it. Okay. I'll tell you what we'll do instead. We'll just move this to go into the crusher, which we totally have in this room right here. Crushing factory. There you go. And he'll make it there. And he'll totally do it. Trust, trust, trust. So I'm going to go ahead and, just for this time, I'll grab some Fluix and chuck it in. So can we get 100 Fluix? How difficult is that to make? Easy. And we'll just go ahead and chuck it in, and it will realize that everything's good. Cool. How many upgrades you got? 8 out of 8. 8 out of 8. Nice. So this can just be upgraded using magic later. So let's jump in here. We've got 3 of these. Perfect. So I should be able to break this, break this, break this, make them extended. Everything should still work. We've got 3 channels being used or something. I don't know. Everything looks like it's still working currently, which is great. And so this guy has different jobs, and he can do 8 of them, which is great. He can take speed upgrades, acceleration cards, I guess. And there we go. Cool. So what was the point of that? I don't really remember. Let's catch up again. We wanted an activation card and it was taking too long. Alright, so that modular router, cool. Let's search speed, and then search at modular, because we need this. Let's make that as a recipe. Let's make that as a recipe. We should have nuggets already somewhere. And so this guy's full. Okay. Sure. Extended 1, 2, 3. You. Yeah, it's just 2 of you. Okay, cool. So you and you, because you're done, right? Yeah. And then we go extended, extended, and then one of you will just take all of this. All right, cool. Cool. Everyone good? Modular, we need that. Even honestly, grabbing stuff out, like having modular on here and being able to just grab one. You know what I mean? Just like, I just want to bookmark stuff. I bookmark recipes. I want to bookmark, this is an item I grab frequently from the terminal. Have it be here, please. I think that'd be pretty cool. Let me know if there's a way to do that. Okay. And then, yeah, what am I doing? I'm searching speed, clicking this and asking for 100. And it does it. And it just does it. That's awesome. Okay. So I'm pretty happy with modular router being able to do all the Modium host stuff. That should be fine. We need, next on the list, the recipes for everything else. So we'll need a recipe to make dirt, and we'll need a recipe to make gravel. Which is the crusher, boom. And we're going to change this. We're going to say 64 into, into 64 gravel is the plan. We're going to say, yep. Before we do that, look at this. You can crush compressed blocks. Do we need to? I don't know. If we search cobble, we have some compressed blocks. So I think we do that just with something that we have. So by default, are we getting 3 times box blocks? We're getting, yeah, this looks like it's a 3 times. No, it's a 2 times. Cool. So we'll use 2 times. Does that make sense? So we'll grab 2 times. And yeah, why not? We'll say a stack of 2 times equals gravel x2. Oh, we'll drag that there. And we'll middle mouse and say 64. Which is ridiculous. We will then convert U into U. We'll just go backwards. And then convert U into, no, sorry. 1 times into normal gravel. Perfect. So a little bit of a beep, boop, 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 right? So you make that. you make that, you make that. And then this guy will crush a thing. And like that'll make a crazy amount. So like if I wanted gravel, if I wanted to craft a gravel, it's going to decompress a compressed gravel, right? Yeah. But if I wanted 1,000 gravel, is it gonna have to process one? No, it's just gonna, okay. We have a lot of gravel. It is TLDR. So how do we make coarse dirt? I think that happens down here in our, whatever this place is. So we're gonna go, we'll probably just do large tunnel and just start blasting open this wall. Because like, you know, we're gonna get there eventually. We might as well just sort of tackle it now, I guess. So we'll do that. Place that middle mouse. Get a few more. Cool, you love to see it. All right. Okay, so what have we got going on? We have these cables, which we will continue bringing through here. Boom, 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 boom. And just so I don't have to put this one away, boom. Okay, we'll have a modular router. This guy will have an activator. He's already got stuff in him. He'll get speed upgrades. The activator will say, hey, at the front, I want you to right click. Should be that simple. Oh, he's just, where did he get that from? Am I crazy? He just pulled an extra bit out of somewhere. How did he do that? All right, well anyway, maybe I took it out before taking out one of the upgrades. We're gonna have that guy in there. And so ideally, if we search coarse dirt and we order like 100, I should be able to place this and it becomes, now this becomes farmland. Shouldn't be a problem. I should be able to get an annihilation plane, right? Now this guy can be enchanted, correct? Yeah, he can get some crazy stuff. Now, we want efficiency. We want him, or do I just use a different tool? I could make a shovel, alternatively. Hard to say, to be honest. I'll be honest, a modular router just is better for what I like to do. So let's go shovel. And let's just pull this one off. So shovel, smithing. We want one of these. We want one of these. And we want all the modium. Which, again, as you can see here, we have an insane amount coming in now. Which is great. Alright. Should I just be using a smithing table somewhere else? I definitely should. Why am I running all the way down there? In fact, Mr. Backpack here can get a smithing upgrade. Let's do that. Smithing. We could also just on a stick it. But honestly, we use a smithing table quite a lot. That I don't even want to deal with anything. You know what I mean? I just want to open and use it. So that's what we'll do. We'll be able to do smithing, and I should be able to... Oh, okay. I get trolled live on camera. Now the right shovel. And all the modium shovel. Cool. So that's unbreakable, which is great. So we will do another modular router. Cool. Place him here. We'll get another activator. I'll put this stuff away. We'll do activator. Here you're going to... No, you're not going to activator. You're going to breaker, right? Breaker? Yeah, breaker module. Pow! And so he yoinks a pickaxe. So we actually do want to give him something. No, well, yeah, he yoinks it, but I don't want it to... Yeah. Okay. Sure. But, I mean, he won't break. It's just everything else. Does that make sense? No. I'm going to enchant him. Just so he's as good as he can be. Pow. Cool. He's nice and fast. That's what we like to see. We're going to make a breaker module. Like so. He'll use this. So he'll have all these perks, which we don't want. He has efficiency, which, you know, that's pretty good. That's kind of what we want. And we'll see if this works. Listen. There's a chance it doesn't, but we'll see. So I should be able to chuck this in here. Chuck in some speed upgrades. And wait, I might have to tell him. Hey man, break the front. Blacklist coarse dirt. Don't do coarse dirt. Just break it. And there we go. So then all we need to do is place stuff. I think we do a formation plane, although we could just use a modular router. And I'll be honest, I kind of want to. When modular routing the rest of this, it would be nice to just have it all in sync. You know what I mean? Can we get a placer module? Perfect. Craft one of those things I just automated. I should automate this, but too late. Alright, we'll place this here. So this guy, you're going to place the front. And you're going to place coarse dirt, whitelisted, pow, remove all that, chuck in coarse dirt. And look at that. We just make dirt. Now, is this laggy? It might be. I don't know. We're going to get an export bus. We don't have these automated. Come on, guys. Why are you letting me get away with this? It's, oh man, it's so refreshing coming back and just like fixing things. All right, ME export bus, done. Now, obviously we want an extended one, so we'll do that too. And so you're just gonna go in there, and you're gonna go in there. Now, we also want an import bus. What's this guy? Import export bus. Oh, it's a wombo combo? Oh, hold on, it's a wombo combo? Interesting. I mean, we don't need one at the moment, but that's pretty cool to know. Alright, you get that, and you get that. Cool. Let's jump in here. Can I order 100? Like, realistically, if I just order 100, who's going to stop me? What's the downside? The downside is to get my first one, I have to wait a little while, sure. But for everything else, it should be, like, this guy's going to do some slicing. He's fast. Not a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. That guy doesn't care. I mean, this guy, he's... Yeah, look, we're already getting stuff. Alright, let's go give it a shot. See what we can pull off here. So, we want some smart cables as well. We want this guy to import into the system. Should pretty much be that simple. We'll definitely need to get him some sort of card. Is it just acceleration cards? Honestly, it might be. Can I order 100 of you? We'll get the extended thing as well. That should be fine. So he'll go there. He'll go there. Cool. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Oh no, you're meant to be the other thing. Alright, that's okay. Boom. You're meant to be export bus. What's going on? Didn't I just order 1 trillion? Import buses, export buses? What happened? Import bus? Am I crazy? Okay. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What is the problem here? Is this crafting currently? What do we think? Import bus. Well, it's making extended, so it's going through that machine that we've got. Let's make sure that guy's got all the speed upgrades. I think he does, but you know, we'll double check. I think it's going in this guy. In this guy. Yeah, he's got acceleration cards. He's going, I imagine, as good as he can. Interesting. If I search card, import, export, quantum bridge, magnet, advanced AE, here we go. These don't look like what we want for anything. These look like they're for the suit of armor up here, the quantum. Yeah, okay. Equal, okay, sure. Regardless, we now have some export buses. Very, very cool. Blah, 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 blah. And this should just make dirt. So that will go there. We'll search coarse dirt in there. And there you go. We'll search acceleration card. See, now acceleration cards aren't showing up here. I know they're still being crafted. What are we waiting on for those? Flux crystal? Is this... Are we out of something? Crystals I've got. Okay. Let's, nothing down here. If anything, maybe this guy's struggling? No? Okay. Who do we think's having a problem? Who's having a problem? What's this? Why'd that happen? Huh? Okay. Flux crystal. I'm gonna cancel this. I'm gonna cancel this. I'm gonna cancel this. I'm gonna cancel this. This guy. Why is Ender Dust showing? What am I missing here? Is this inscriber outputting below? He must be. And this guy's just like, yeah, sure. Can we not do that? Automation can access any slot from any side. Automation can access slots from the top and the bottom to be extracted from. Okay, sure. I'll tell you what, we're not actually using these anymore, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pick them up. And I think that just like sort of solves my problem. Now, if I connect that, does that? I think it still works. And then I think the problem was, yeah, it just wasn't getting this back. So I think, yeah. Okay, everything should be working again. Yeah, he's doing, okay, cool. So now if I search acceleration card, I should be able to order 100 because it should crush them somewhere. Right? Yeah, there we go. Cool, cool, cool. So we'll pretend everything's working again. Alright. So, what are these? These are just normal buses. Wasn't I doing the extendeds? Extended export bus. 100, please. There we go. Cool. Yeah, so that was just an import-output thingy. So you go there, pow. You get coarse dirt. There you go. You also get acceleration cards. Cool. Whenever you're ready. And you will import with acceleration cards. Export bus. Yeah, that should work. And this guy should get the stuff and he should place the stuff. And that shouldn't be a problem. Now, he will also need a crafting card, which of course we do not have a recipe for. I'll run up there and do it in a second. Let me just chuck this in, make sure it works. Alright, now do it. Does this empty before it fills? It actually does. Almost. But enough, I think. Alright, but yeah, that just makes us dirt. So if we go in here and we search dirt, it's on the climb. Or it should be. But it's going to be constantly being crafted back into coarse dirt. So it's sort of like a never-ending... I mean, we do get more each time. Now, the question of the day would be if you could make coarse dirt in like the 10 times. You know what I mean? Like, but it doesn't really look like you can. Cool. Alright. So then, what I'm thinking... Now, that'll just be running like forever, right? So, yeah, that's all good. If we jump up here, we have a requester. If we drag in coarse dirt... Oh yeah, that doesn't work for some reason. You actually just need it. Let's order 1,000. Come on. You can pull it off. What are you waiting on? You crushing some stuff? Alright, I just need a little bit. There we go. So if we chuck this in here, we can say amount to batch size. We'll do a stack, sure, and then the amount to stock. Let's turn that off for now. Amount to stock, I'll say is 10,000. Course to 1,000. We'll say 1,000, and we'll do toggle. Oh, I didn't type the thing. Enter. Submit changes. So my understanding is it will try to keep 1,000 in the system, meaning it will order batches of 64 to get there. That will result in this guy having work to do. Apparently. Oh. But I've got you. Why would you do that? When you could do this. How did that happen? Who let that happen? Was that me? Alright, but ideally, that's available. Yeah, cool. So it should be working. And so if it ever needs more, it'll craft it. It'll order it in there. And if it ever needs more, it makes it here. Now, on the topic of that, is the number going up? 256,000. I mean, we've got a netherite block dude up there. Can I... Oh, wait. There looks to be water. There looks to be lava. The number's not going up at all. Not even a little bit. Meaning this guy isn't working. Let's have a look. Netherite block dude. So we want to say, hey, netherite block dude, can you make cobblestone? And he's going to be all like, no, I can't make cobblestone. If I place cobble there, there we go. Ah, there we go. You just need a little bit of encouragement. That's all right. Stone, tidy that up. And, pow. Ta-da! Cool. All right, we took care of that. These might have the same problem, just based on looking at them, but we've got enough stuff under there already, I think. Unless... Oh, no, he's allegedly doing it. Okay. Go for it, mate. There you go. Okay, so that is dirt automated. There we go. Cool. Alright, so that's going to take care of itself. We're going to have enough dirt in the future. It's just a waiting game now. Do we want to knock off anything else? For example, if we search dim seed, we also need netherrack, we also need endstone, we also need obsidian. Now, I'm wondering, like netherrack, it's 2 R's, isn't it? This, you might be able to make it with a block dude. Well, he says that you can't. This guy will make him, but it's like 1.5 for a netherrack. That's a bit of a hee ha ha if ever I've seen one. This one might actually be the trickiest of them all. I mean, a material stonework generator, this will do most things. And honestly, we've got most of it automated. Pink slime ball, like, yeah, let's just get a bunch of material stonework. I know that we just went through all that to get dirt, but yeah. All right, let's go material stonework factory, bookmark him, get the recipe for him. Let's get the recipe for a diamond pickaxe. Let's get the recipe for a pink slime ball. Now, this will be made in a dissolution chamber. Search pattern. Get 100 of them. Chuck them in there. And that should just work. It should just work. It'll just work. You and you. Awesome. Now, where are we sliming it up? Does anyone actually know? So in here, we are sliming it up. We have a dissolution chamber. Cool. So if I do pink slime, that should work as well. The fluid should push below, and that should just go into the system. So I should be able to search material stonework, and can I order 10? It says I can. It made pink slime. It made other thingy. I mean, that's pretty good. we take those. Yeah, hey, this has been a pretty successful episode. Alright. Now, for that stuff, do we want to do it down here? I mean, we could. Let's go ahead and... If I obliterate that, what happens? Nothing too dangerous. Obliterate that. Obliterate that. Now, the moral implications of this thing that we have created, I don't know what they are. It does appear as though everything's happening as fast as it can, which is great. Oh, now... Oh, yeah, because this guy will only break dirt. Yeah, I was like, maybe he's not fast enough. But no, he'll only grab dirt. He won't be grabbing any coarse dirt, which is just awesome. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and... Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. I should just feral flare lantern down here, so I don't have to do this, and everything will actually just be brighter. I'm going to place it here. And I will remove this. Now do it. Make light. It should. It'll just... It needs a little bit of time to figure out what it's doing. Okay. So we should have material framework doohickeys, which is great. We do want the network over here as well, which means if we search dense, if we don't have these, by the way, we're automating them like crazy. Order 100. Come on, let's make it. So what do you need? White wool, which is crafting. Yeah, okay. I mean, that should be easy peasy done. All right. Where do we want these dense cables? I do like how this is just a row down there. And I wouldn't mind a row down here as well. We have a little bit of a staircase that doesn't work. We have a facade here. I think I just run it along here. This little pool that we've made for whatever reason, we can... There we go. That's that taken care of. So that should connect. Yep, perfect. And then we can just continue along here. Perfect. And then we can hook up whatever we need. We should have enough channels. Hopefully, if we run into a problem, we'll cry, I guess. Cool. Okay, so these material stonework factories, they need lava and they need water, both of which we have in our system. I believe infinite of each. Now, what's going to be the best way? I think it's going to be using pipes. So I think like we'll put a tank and then put all lava at the bottom. We'll put a tank, we'll put all water at the top, or like a sink. And then we'll have the stuff output into like a barrel and then output into the system. Just to use less, whatchamacallums? Thingos. I can't even think, but it'll come to us at some point. So, we want a tank. I mean, I think I can just dim tank it, to be honest, because we have ender pearls now. So, like, that's a thing. Let's also click this and just order 1,000 of each. We totally can, right? We totally can. This one's not happy because he doesn't have a computer available, but he should be able to do it. What if I order 500, huh? There you go. Yeah, so if we need one in the future, we can do it. So dim tank, if I place this guy here and set him to Dew Stream, he's got milk. Okay. What has our lava in it? Do we... That will be in this building, right? What has our lava? We just have the lava in the system. Okay. Alright, well, we can't dim tank it then. We'll just pull from the system, which should work as well. So we'll go here. We'll search tank. What tank is best? I mean, Ender AO is usually what we do. I don't know if there's necessarily a reason for it, but we do. So I can chuck that there. We can search export, grab our extended export, chuck him there, smart cable it up. Cool. And this guy will be lava. So I want you to export lava. And so there we go. We get lava. We probably do want this to be a little bit faster. So we'll chuck in some acceleration cards. That's him taken care of. Let's then go pipes. We don't have these automated, which again, a little bit crazy, but we'll see how far we get, I guess. Let's get 1,000 of these made, or 100, or whatever I did. All right. So, let me know if that's annoying. Hold on. Is there a muffler just for that location? Muffler upgrade. Interesting. Muffler upgrade. Sound muffler. Mute sounds within an 8-block radius. I mean, that's pretty much just what we want. Let's go there. Do that. Do this. And so if I just come over here and just do that. Oh, well, hold on. Hold on a second. You didn't do the thing, pal. Mute sounds within an 8-block radius. Does it now? Okay. I did right-click it and stuff. We can try this upgrade, maybe. I don't know where it went. It's gone. Oh. Let's go here. If I do that, and I do that, and I do that. Oh, wait. They stack. Gotcha. Okay. That makes more sense. Wool, 1,000 wool. We don't have enough wool. Okay. 100 wool. We can do that. Sorry. Again, I should automate this, but I really don't know if we'd ever do this more than once. If I chuck all that in there, it takes 3. Okay. And is it working? The answer is no, not at all. Okay. I just didn't want to fully mute it, but it's... It's this. Okay, whatever. We tried. Okay, so let's go wrench. Grab our trusty little wrench here. Set up that. Chuck in that. Ta-da! Lava. Cool. They do also all need power. So what we're probably going to do is just wireless block charger. That just feels the easiest. grab a few of those. Make them fancy. Wireless block charger. I mean, if I place one here, that will reach, I believe. So do that, and then do that. Power, and they should all get power. That gets power. That gets power. Why did that not get power? Wow. Wow. Not as good as I thought. Alright. That's okay. Yeah, you'll get power. Blah, blah, blah. Really? What can I not afford, huh? What can I not afford? Too cheap for a blaze? Okay, pal. Cool. You can go there. Awesome. So they've got power. They've got stuff. I can put upgrades in them, which I'll probably have to do. So what do we need? Currently, we're generating cobble. Cool. So I can just generate obsidian on this. Generate obsidian on this. I've got 10 here. And for the dim seed, out of what we can make, there's endstone, netherrack, and dirt. For endstone, I don't believe this guy can make it. I just want to make sure before I... Yeah, so I'll do 5 netherrack, 5 obsidian. Maybe. The problem is we need a lot more netherrack than we do obsidian. So maybe I'll just do 3 and then the rest can be netherrack. So if I right click, it'll just go to netherrack. Cool. And then the thing is though, each of these steps, it'll do something. I don't want it to do anything. So I think I just need to set it to nothing. So it'll just make netherrack. It'll make netherrack and do nothing. Now this mod is industrial foregoing. Oh, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. At industrial foregoing. Do we have some sort of memory card? Some sort of machine config card? Perfect. That's what we want. Wah! Wrong mod. Hold on. At foregoing. But we want that. We want that just for the right mod. Does anything here look memory cardy? Not really. Not really, unless... No. Okay, I think we just gotta manually do it, right? Methinks so. Okay. Again, ideally... This is one of those things where it's like... This is great on small scale, but on large scale, it's almost better to do something less efficient or like even just harder to do because as you scale it up, it's less tedious. You know, like this is simple. You just put water and lava and it makes the stuff, but like if we actually need more than what I'm setting up now, it's, oh my god, really? It's like, are you serious, man? And right-clicking doesn't go backwards. So if you go past it, you got to click the full way through. Which again, isn't, like, it's not the end of the world. It's just like, blah, you know? It's just like, okay, sure, pal. Boom. I also don't remember where we're getting our lava from, so we might run into lava shortages. But again, you know, we'll cross that bridge later. Okay, so... next we need a sink. It's probably going to be the easiest way to do it just because it provides infinite water. We can't afford sink. So what we're going to do instead is we'll just get another tank and another export bus and stuff, and that should be fine. So we'll chuck this guy here. We'll grab extended export bus, grab cable. There we go. And this guy's going to get water. Now, some of these might not actually need water, if that is believable. Let's take that out. Make sure it doesn't fill up stuff. Like once they get water, like for netherite, they might just keep using water, but I don't know for sure. So we'll just use a connection and connect stuff. So there we go. Chuck this in, round robin. So they've all got water and they've all begun. When they process, they're filling up straight away. These guys are filling up before they're not, so that's fine for now. We are about to do tier upgrades though, so I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's move that away. Let's add... Well, I thought we did add tier upgrades to the guy up here. We did. Let's go ahead and turn these off and set them to something a little bit better. So let's... I'm going to set them to 32 for... I'm going to set them for 10 each. Is that what I want? What do I want to do? 16? That might be better. Let's do 16. We'll order one at a time and I'll toggle all those on and we'll make sure we've submitted all the changes. So... it should order them. Some of them will take a little bit of time, but we should have plenty of the stuff, I'd imagine. Like, we should have plenty of latex. We've got 100 buckets worth. That's pretty good, surely. And in terms of pink slime, we've got 200 buckets worth. Like, that's okay. That's pretty good. And so it should start making them. It's obviously going to make all of these XP bottles. I think you guys suggested a fast way to pull that one off, but I don't know. We'll see how we go, I guess. So tier, cool. We are getting stuff. Let's give it a go. Oh, we also need to actually take the stuff out. So that'll be pipes. And then into probably just another dim chest. It's probably the easiest way to pull it off. Boom. So what we'll do is we will have this guy here. Make sure he's set to me. There we go. Before we do that, I will put in the tier upgrades just because it's going to be easier, I guess, maybe. So I've got one of each. Efficiency, speed, and this guy. Processing. I'll make sure that it's one of each before continuing, but like, what are we actually waiting on? This is ancient debris. Ancient, really? Pink sand, tree capitator, silk touch, mining efficiency, efficiency 10. Hold on. Hold on, 1 second. What? Hold on, sir, please, sir. I don't, sir. Okay, diamond axe. Let's jump in here. I can probably only grab one, but that is a crazy recipe, is it not? That's ridiculous. Because I can probably take that enchant off. Bumblebee spawn egg, sure, man. I can just keep buying these. I don't even know if I need these, but I've got stuff, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, why not? Pink sand, do we need any of that? No, probably not. That, like, efficiency 10. Okay, well, I'm going to store that in here for safekeeping. Alright, cool. Okay, now, what are we actually waiting on? So, for both of these, well, for all of these, it looks like we're waiting on the ancient debris. Now, where are we crafting that, do you think? Ancient debris. We're probably doing combiner, basalt, and netherite dust. Now, our combiner is up here. Inside here, we have barrel. I mean, everything looks pretty good. Netherite, we've got dust. Basalt, we've got basalt. I guess I'll manually do it. There you go. And then on the topic of that, can we get some speed upgrades? Speed upgrades, can we... We don't even have... Well, hold on. Upgrade. We do have energy upgrades, cool. Can I get speed upgrades? I need osmium. Huh. Yeah, we have a problem. We don't have stuff. Okay. We'll get 8 energy upgrades. Chuck them in. Did that work? Oh, it's just a lot more storage. I think that's the only thing that changed. There could be a power issue involved. Infused alloy. I mean, that stuff's all happening down here, right? But, like, surely fast. And yet not. Honestly, quite slow. Okay. Okay. Next episode, osmium is on the menu. Well, we've got enough that we can, like, make do for now. Go in here, speed upgrades. We actually do want a ridiculous amount. We are, huh? Huh? We should be good now. I think it was just that moment there. I'll leave it though, because, well, hold on. sorry. My brain turned off because it's like, this is just pathetic. So this guy will do, oh, yeah, sure. We'll just do it all. Just to get it done. Is that actually what we're waiting on for these speed upgrades? Do we actually need steel? I guess we do. Oh, for the glass. Yeah, okay. Sure. We'll pretend that makes sense. Alright, that's done. Let's search energy. There we go. Listen, this doesn't take much to do, but it makes everything so much better. Let's go back to speed. Can I get 32? So that should be a lot faster now. And we also just need tier upgrades in general, which we don't have. I'll make recipes for them. Bit of a little bit of a longer episode. Tier upgrade. Tier upgrade. Yeah, this stuff. So basic tier. Cool. Advanced tier. Also cool. Elite tier. We have the recipe for. And ultimate tier. We don't have the recipe for this stuff, but it should be okay. I don't think it's the end of the world. Alright. And then we ignore that guy. We search for tier in here. Cool. And we say 3 of these, please. And we get 1. Which one's the slowest? This guy. So we give him the upgrade. There you go. Turn on auto sort. And wow, what a time we live in. Alright. And then you're the next slowest. Can we get a red one, please? Maybe? No? Oh, wait. Yes. We snuck one in. Auto sort on. Huh? Where? Gib. What are you waiting on? Why is it not doing? He's not doing. He's not doing. You're not doing. But why? Did I take something out? I don't think I did. Let's cancel you. Cancel you. Cancel you. Okay. So now it's ordered this stuff. That should be fine. And then can I get a red one? Cool. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So. Sorry. It's just brain is like, what's happening? Speed upgrade. Cool. So they're all good. If I want more speed upgrade, how difficult is it to get like 30? Let's see. This guy, decently fast. This guy, also decently fast. He's done. He's done. That should now just craft. And yet it doesn't. Yet he's like, hey, I don't have my alloys. Has the recipe changed? 1 infused alloy, 1 copper ingot. Copper ingot goes in, infused alloy comes out. I mean, it doesn't get more self-explanatory than that, right? 1 goes in, 1 comes out. It's the perfect recipe. What about the speed upgrade takes 2? That's the only other thing I can think of. Like the speed upgrade is the recipe. It's like, yeah, 2 infused alloy. 2 infused alloy. Let me know if you know what's going on there. Available crafting 8. Scheduled. Is it the dusting maybe? Maybe it's not able to make the dust? Osmium ingot? In here with this guy? See, yeah, this guy doesn't even have power anymore. But we have an induction card. Oh, device missing channel. Half this stuff's just not working. Oh, okay. And that's because we have too many channels going through this wireless connector. Is that what we're thinking's happening? I think that's what we're thinking's happening. And so that's coming through here. We've got 5 below. We've got 32 at the top, and it's full. Okay. Cool. Cool. That does make sense. I've just picked up leads. To pull that off, I think we bring them up here and connect them. Will that work? I don't actually know. Everything is running fine. Channel 18 out of 32, 27 out of 32. So highlight the remote wireless connector in the world. Okay, hold on. Connector. What's wireless setup? Cool. I was like, will this work with my shaders? I feel like it's not. Let's toggle off shaders. The wireless connector is now highlighted. Do you guys see it? I don't. Alright, I mean, it's connected to what? A barrel and a... Oh, this is in the infusing room, I think. Okay. Sure. So what I'll do is I'll pick this guy up. And we'll just slap him in here. Yeah, he's not connected, so we'll bind him. We'll... Hopefully that's the one I thought it was. Should be next to a bit of like diorite or something, right? So down here. Yeah, that looks right. So we will connect him. So now he's connected. He's not hooked up yet, which is fine. All I need to do is do that. He's online using 18 channels. The guy down here is also online. We're now using 17 out of 32. Well, yeah, 12. Oh, okay. That makes sense. We'll pretend that makes sense. And so then all this stuff's working again. Yeah, cool. Oh my lord, that's a lot of stuff. Okay. Boom, boom. Jump in here. Speed upgrades. Cool. If I want 40 of them, that should be fast, right? Well, I mean, it's waiting for the crushing factor, I think. So I think if I chuck in energy, chuck in speed, that should do all right. Let's search tier. Can I get another one of these? I think that's a worthy investment. Get this guy running a bit better. Maybe. What's his problem? His problem is that he needs this. And why is that a problem? Because he needs dust? I mean, I don't know. But it looks like it's somewhat working. Here we go. We can put 2 more speed upgrades, I think. There we go. Cool. Cool. This guy is working. That's great. We love to see that. This guy's working. He's combining. Okay. Okay. Now, he didn't make a tier upgrade for, I think, the same reason, where he's just like wee wee wah wah for some reason. I think it's going to be a storage problem where, like, it's putting stuff into something that isn't outputting. If that makes sense. Like, it's storing it somewhere. Huh. Like in here. Which is not what we want. Okay, hold on. Nothing else in it? This should be that. And then when we craft things, it'll actually go in there. How did this happen? Am I crazy? I must be. Okay. Sure. Yeah, it works now. There you go. Sure. Okay. Cool. Well, let's continue with what we were sort of doing down here. So let's search, yeah, tier, processing, efficiency, speed. Let's make sure. So if I try to chuck any of this in there, nah, he only takes 1 of each. So what I can do is I can scroll in 1 of each. And so if we put them next to each other, then it's a little bit better. Cool. I don't have whatever that extra one is. What is it? I've got efficiency, I've got speed. So processing, I'll need to chuck in here. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. And then I need 1 more efficiency. Cool. And then all I need is production. So if we search production... What? Tier. What am I... Processing, that's the one. We need more of that. So we'll order that. And that'll totally happen. Alright, in the meantime though, we will hook up each of these. Like so. This guy is ours, yep. I will set them up to extract. Oh, all these are going to need upgrades, aren't they? That might be a problem. He actually managed to make some netherrack. I don't know how that happened. Are we extracting more than it's making? We currently are, but that's because we're now out of lava. Because this guy can't push it in fast enough. Is that because we don't have lava in the system? No, we do have lava. It's just not fast enough. For whatever reason. Which could be because this guy doesn't have big enough storage. So if we search tank... Bear with me here. If we search tank... And we just get something stronger... I'll be honest, create has a tank. I don't know if any of these things work with it, but, you know, we could try. Boom. Craft one of those. Boom. There we go. And then chuck this in. Boom. 15. Sounds good to me. Let's break this. Oh, I didn't want to break you. Oh my god. Alright. Water. Cool. Extract. Cool. Sure. You're loving life. This guy though. This guy can be this guy. And he stores 64 buckets. And he extracts them. Like he would before. But he's able to keep up for whatever reason. Look at that. I think, right? Yeah, he's keeping up. He's definitely making more than we can take out. Only slightly, but it is happening. So let's then go pipe. For this one, because it isn't something insane, I am just going to put a lesser upgrade on. My thought being that maybe it won't be as lag intensive if we just put one of these upgrades on it. Now, yeah, okay, cool. That should be fine. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. I mean, we can, yeah. These all look like they're doing okay. Sure. All right, let's search tier. So the only thing would be processing and just making sure that we've got one of these in each. So I will do that now. All right, we probably will wrap it up here though, because we have tackled most of that dim seed. And that will slowly chip away for the rest of eternity. It will clog our storage because we don't have drawers, so I will have to sort that out. I'll probably sort that out now while I'm yapping to you guys. But I would say pretty decent mission successful situation. I'm enjoying what's happening. Let's search void. Let's search just upgrade in general, and then we've just been using the copper ones because they're pretty good. We don't actually need that many. We don't have. Because we're now Mr. Birch, aren't we? Why does this happen to me? What's the problem? It's the drawer? I'm gonna evolve, I think. Okay, I'll tell you what. We've got 3 of these. Let's just get 3 of these. Because we can afford them. And we'll put 1 of these in each. How's that sound? Oh, actually, better yet. We actually just want all of these to compress. So we'll do compressing drawers. And that'll store even more. Ah, beautiful. Compacting drawer. That's what it's called. We do want it to be the 3. We want it to compact as much as it can. Let's get 100 of those. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Look at that. Okay. So what are we going to want? We're going to want our netherrack. We're going to want our obsidian. We might already have one for obsidian. I don't know. We do. Cool. So this guy, you know what? We also might just have a full automated obsidian somewhere else, but we've just doubled it up. We've got a little bit more going on. So we will chuck. Oh, no. We want, we want that and that. Cool. One of these will be that. One of these will be that. Awesome. That's a decent amount of stuff stored. I think I'm happy with that. Cool. We will chuck on void upgrades just to sort of cover us in case it's a problem. But that's pretty good. We do store a bunch. So like if they are stored in here, which some of them might be, like there's some dirt and stuff, there's a lot of storage. Like it's not actually a problem. Or at least not yet. But yeah, that should take care of things. Brilliant. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. Thank you to our donators and our channel members. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Malizzy, Final Phoenix 13, and Space Trooper John. I'll double check, see if we have any other channel members, because it has been a while. I do apologize. Of course, I'm very, very sorry for that. Welcome, Sam, tier 1 channel member. Welcome. Hopefully you guys enjoy your stay. Hopefully you have some fun. And of course, hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.